What's up with it? You watching the Bay Bomber TV. Yeah, we about to check out this video from the YouTube channel The Petty Show. And the title is T.I. Rages after his son gate tape leaks. Atlanta DL culture exposed. Yeah, man, that's a fool with it, man. I ain't gonna lie, I thought King was suspect since he was little. He used to be having them emotional outbreaks and everything, man. Super emotional. Definitely had diva energy, man, you know what I mean? Yeah, he even dressed weird sometimes too, man, you know what I mean? With the chokers and all that, man. Like, man, who be wearing chokers and leather straps and all that, you know what I'm saying? He definitely was looking suspect. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie though. If he is fruity, man, it ain't gonna hurt me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I haven't checked out the video. Don't completely know what they talking about, but let's check it out and see what they talking about.
Everybody know my son King. He's a passionate young man.
He's very passionate.
Yeah, and he has some tumultuous times. But the Lord ain't through with him yet.
That's right.
Because the baby mother doesn't care. I'm not a bad baby daddy, so I got more leeway than other baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? I got more like this ain't your normal baby daddy.
Everything the world say about me is a lie. I don't give a damn. I don't really care too much. Shit didn't affect me. That just made your source. That just made your information that you talk about not credible.
There's a 30.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I know they country, but man, he sound like he was under the influence or something. Yeah, man, I couldn't understand nothing he was talking about for real though.
Second clip allegedly showing T.I.'s son, King Harris, in a gay moment with another man. And it didn't just surface online. Insiders say it was delivered directly to both T.I. and Tiny in a group message. But it wasn't leaked by a stranger or a hacker. Allegedly, it came from someone way closer. The video is now scrubbed from every major platform, but it's still circulating in group chats and private DMs, and it's set to destroy the Harris family empire. And instead of protecting his son, T.I. allegedly did the one thing that's got the streets talking. He tried to bury it. And now, behind the scenes, there's chaos. Tiny's allegedly begging King to go public and own his truth. T.I.'s allegedly threatening anyone who talks, but it's too late. That tape already made it to the right hands, and now everything T.I. tried to protect is slipping. The moment that tape hit his phone, insiders say T.I. didn't blink. He panicked. Within hours, sources claim T.I. had a full team assembled. Legal counsel, 2 private investigators, and a publicist on standby. And they weren't there to check on King. They were there to bury the tape. Sources close to the Harris family say T.I. had a name within hours, and he wanted blood, not answers. And he didn't waste time. Reports suggest the first order of business was to trace the source of the leak, and that's where things got dark. Allegedly, T.I. didn't just want answers. He wanted accountability. Whispers in ATL say King's alleged DL partner, aka the man in the video, got picked up by police within 48 hours of the tape surfacing. Not for the tape directly, but for charges tied to revenge porn, privacy violation, and blackmail. Charges that, if you read between the lines, sound suspiciously convenient. And that's not all. There's talk that the arrest wasn't even about punishing the guy. It was about sending a message.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. T.I. just won that lawsuit not too long ago, man. So T.I. pockets definitely is deep, man. So if he is putting money behind the situation to figure out what's going on, man, it ain't no surprise. Yeah, man, with the temperature nowadays, man, I think they just spend too much on it. I think if King is fruity, man, it ain't even that big of a deal. And to be honest, man, it wouldn't even be that surprising, man, for real, though. Yeah, man, I really thought King was sus since he was like little, for real, though.
Message from T.I. to anyone thinking of coming forward with more, because multiple sources now claim there's not just one tape, but several, and that this man allegedly threatened to drop them all unless he got paid. T.I. didn't negotiate. He allegedly picked up the phone and called his team. But here's the twist. It wasn't King who asked his father for help. According to people close to the situation, King found out about the video after his parents did. And by the time he stepped into the conversation, it was already a legal battlefield. T.I., meanwhile, wasn't asking emotional questions. He was focused on containment. Because in his eyes, this wasn't about King. This was about the empire, the endorsements, the podcast, the TV shows. And the fear wasn't about what was already leaked. It was about what could come next. Because if that first tape was real, what else was out there? And who else had copies? While T.I. was in cleanup mode, Tiny was allegedly in crisis mom mode. She wasn't worried about public image. She was worried about King. Sources say Tiny was furious when she found out the video was already being handled behind closed doors before King was even looped in. But T.I. wasn't budging. To him, going public meant giving power to the blogs, the haters, and the hip-hop industry insiders already waiting to eat this story alive. To Tiny, hiding it was worse. And that's where the fracture began. For years, fans have clocked how differently T.I. and Tiny approach parenting, especially when it comes to King. While T.I. often took the tough love, public discipline route, Tiny has always played the softer, more emotional side. And it's rubbed people the wrong way before. But now it's turning into a full-blown split in how the family handles damage.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When it come down to raising boys and stuff, though, man, the dad got to be the dominant parent in that situation. You know what I mean? Yeah, with mama, baby, and boys, though, man, a lot of the times, man, they grow up to be super soft, man, for real, though. Yeah, that daddy tough love be necessary sometimes. And yeah, like I personally had to tell my wife to step down sometimes when I'm talking to my son. I ain't gonna lie, man, raised man, for real, though. Yeah, I know like some moms do their best, but a mom can't teach a boy to be a man, for real, though.
Insiders say their argument over the leaked tape turned into one of the biggest fights they've ever had behind closed doors. And King is always the one suffering from this.
First, my dad kicked me out. Then my dad, I don't know, whatever they said was happening. Whatever they said supposedly happened.
Man, he on something.
You know what I'm saying? Still believe in it. Everything the world say about me is a lie. I don't give a damn. I don't really care too much. It didn't affect me. It just made your source. It just made your information that you talk about not credible.
Tiny wanted to put out a statement. T.I. allegedly blocked it. Tiny wanted King to do an Instagram live and explain what happened. But T.I. allegedly told her to stop making this bigger than it already is. So here's where it all really starts unraveling.
Man.
You ever wonder why King Harris always seemed off-brand, like he was part of the family, but not really in the family? Well, there's a reason for that. Because the truth is, behind the glitz and edited for TV family dinners on The Family Hustle, King was living a completely different life. He wasn't raised in that luxury Atlanta mansion. He wasn't eating breakfast on marble countertops or waking up to film crew call times every day. King was raised by his grandmother. In one clip, he recalls how he'd be staying with his Nana full time and only got picked up when T.I. and Tiny needed him for filming.
I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house. Yeah.
This revelation flipped.
I ain't gonna lie, they say his grandmama actually stay in like a nice area too, though. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a rich area or nothing like that. But yeah, she still don't live like in the heart of the hood or nothing. So him acting like he like some hood dude or something, man, that's crazy. So yeah, man, even when he was at his grandmama house, man, he really wasn't in the hood like that.
The public's entire perception of King's behavior, because for years, people wrote him off as a spoiled rich kid acting out for no reason. But what if he wasn't spoiled? And here's the real plot twist. He wasn't the only one. Zanique, Tiny's daughter, revealed something similar. She said she mostly stayed with her own grandma while her mom and stepdad ran the show from a distance. That family unity we saw on TV was allegedly fake. And that's when it hit. The family we thought we knew never really existed. So is it really any wonder why he never felt safe enough to come out to them? Because when your whole life is staged, when you're only valuable as a storyline, what happens when you become the scandal? And let's not forget, in one of the most viral live streams of the year, King and T.I. went head-to-head in front of thousands of people. Not about music, not about clout, but about something far deeper: identity. It started with T.I. insisting King was raised with a silver spoon in his mouth. Classic father flex. But King wasn't having it.
Have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
Here. No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. Man, go.
Or in your ear.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In
Man.
the neighborhood, you mean that broke up with roach in your ear? Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Y'all want to go to the bando?
It was meant to humble King, but it backfired horribly because King came back swinging, basically calling the whole narrative cap. He exposed that he had to go to his grandma's house every time things got rough, that his parents weren't the ones keeping him safe. They were the ones keeping up appearances. Allegedly, right after that live ended, The argument spilled offline. Some insiders say T.I. physically tried to restrain King, either to calm him down or shut him up. Then, in a series of since-deleted Instagram stories, King said, "I stand on. Business don't give a FK who you are.
Man.
Id gaff who you are. Mif can't play with me in my face, not going for da im a grown man now. If I'm a mistake, say that stop making the world think you FW me when you don't." Either way, the vibe was not father-son. But here's the real question. If you've spent your whole life pretending to be a perfect dad, what happens when your son exposes the truth live? Now, just when you thought things couldn't get messier, Big Nana enters the chat. King and Big Nana started dating
Big
around
Nana.
late 2023. At first, the internet was confused. She was older, bolder, and already had her own following. T.I. allegedly hated it, thought she was using King for clout. Fast forward a few months, and we got a pregnancy announcement. Suddenly, King's about to be a dad, and the internet's eating it up. But behind the scenes, whole different story. Because this entire time, T.I. never trusted Big Nana. And when the tape leaked, the same one that allegedly exposed King with a man who still had a copy, none other than Big Nana.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. They pregnancy situation do kind of seem like it was staged or planned or something to cover up, man. I don't know. But yeah, man, whatever it was, man, it looked like she done found her way into the family. And yeah, at this point, man, getting pregnant by a celebrity or something is part of the game for these females. Ain't gonna lie, man, they look kind of weird as a couple though. But yeah, man, I don't know who'll compliment King though, for real though.
Sources say she received the tape the same day T.I. did, but unlike T.I., she didn't hand it over. She allegedly kept it and refused to delete it. Some claim she threatened to leak it if T.I. kept trying to paint her as a gold digger. Others say she's just holding it for safety, making sure T.I. doesn't try to erase her from the family narrative. Either way, she's now the most powerful person in the Harris orbit. She has the baby, she has the tape. And allegedly, she has the upper hand. But let's get into the fact that King straight up admitted he's cheating on his baby mama, and she's completely cool with it. But here's the twist. He never said who he was cheating with. And low-key, it might have been a man this whole time. Maybe that's the real reason the relationship still works. She gets the spotlight and the lifestyle, and he gets to keep living his DL truth behind the scenes.
Don't say, you got a baby. I'm a good baby daddy. I ain't got no baby mama problems. My baby mama is one of the most player baby mamas, you know what I'm saying, known to mankind.
And this is where...
Yeah, she in it for the check. She don't even really want you like that. So she don't even care when you don't pop up or show up or something like that and let you go do whatever you doing. Cause obviously she don't care, man. She just want that paper, man. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. King looking kind of goofy with this situation, man.
Where it all clicks.
If I'm talking like let's say I DM a girl or I get a girl number or, you know what I'm saying, a girl at the studio, just know my baby mama don't care. So you cannot do don't try to pull no King with no. My baby mama don't care.
He's out here treating cheating like it's something to flex.
So you can't try to be messy and say oop. You can't say no shit someone baby daddy trying to no. Cause the baby mother doesn't care. I'm not a bad baby daddy, so I got more leeway than other baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? I got more this ain't your normal baby daddy.
Now here's where everything starts feeling way too familiar. Because long before King Harris became the face of the family's most chaotic scandal, there was Messiah, T.I.'s firstborn son, the quiet one, the one who always stayed out of drama, or so we thought. Let's take it back. Messiah Harris, now in his early 20s, was one of the original cast members on The Family Hustle. He played his role well, respectful, calm, musically gifted. The opposite of King. While King was stealing every scene with his wild behavior and punchy one-liners, Messiah was the calm in the chaos.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. King definitely outshined him, man. I kind of somewhat forgot about him, for real, to be honest with you.
Didn't seek the spotlight. He didn't cause waves. Then suddenly, he vanished. At first, fans didn't question it. But then the whispers started about a same-sex relationship.
So the other day, somebody had left me a comment asking, was it true that Messiah was gay and that's why T.I. didn't want him on the show anymore?
A few blurry pics circulated online. Messiah hugged up with another guy. It could have been a friend, but the blogs ran with it.
So there was a lady commenting on this because she had seen a video on YouTube where someone said that Messiah was gay, and T.I. wanted to hide that from the show because it was a bad look, because it ended up with some photos being leaked and stuff like that.
Sources close to the family started claiming that T.I. didn't like what was happening, that he was uncomfortable with the rumors, and even more uncomfortable with the idea of Messiah becoming a talking point in the gay rumor mill. So what did he do? He pulled the plug. Messiah was slowly removed from the show, the brand, the spotlight. And let's be real, it wouldn't be the first time T.I. tried to control the narrative. But here's the part that really stings. Even after all this, Messiah never exposed them. He just disappeared. But removing Messiah...
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I think T.I. doing all that covering up just for his own image for real, though. And yeah, I think it could be based on the type of music he make, you know what I mean? I think to the masses, though, man, nobody really care like that. But yeah, man, I do think T.I. trying to protect his personal image damn near.
Messiah didn't stop the whispers. It just made people look deeper. Now let's zoom way out. Because what's happening in the Harris family isn't just about them. It's part of a much bigger pattern, one that runs deep through Atlanta, especially in the hip-hop scene. Let's talk about the city's worst-kept secret, the down-low culture. In Atlanta, masculinity isn't just an identity, it's survival. And in the rap industry, it's non-negotiable. Artists are expected to look, act, and move a certain way. Any deviation, that's career suicide, which is why so many artists live double lives. Publicly straight, privately, not so much. There are entire whisper networks, text threads, NDA parties. Industry insiders know who's who, but nobody dares say names, because outing someone could literally end them. And that's why King's tape wasn't just a scandal, it was a threat. Because if it got out that a rapper's son, born and bred in Atlanta, raised by one of the most man's man fathers in the game, was allegedly part of this DL scene, it wouldn't just hurt King, it would destroy the illusion. T.I. knows that. That's why he allegedly jumped to cover it up. But fans don't think he reacted the right way. One comment says, T.I. a rapper dude, he have to stop his own kids, he went his mouth, he has misbehaved himself like that, and I'm so tired of this, he better stop talking trash about his own kids that hurt their feelings. Way he have to grow up and be nice and be respectful those kids what they need for leave them alone, that the bottom line period, he is trying to be haters over gay situation problems. But apparently, that leaked clip wasn't a one-off. There's allegedly more footage. And if the rumors are even halfway true, the first tape was just the preview. See, according to multiple sources, King's former DL partner didn't just leak the first clip out of spite. He did it as a warning shot. And now, allegedly, this man was demanding hush money, threatening to expose everything if he didn't get paid. And to make things worse, there's allegedly a tape that we haven't seen yet, which shows King speaking in detail about the Harris family and allegedly exposing things that were never supposed to leave that house.
Yeah, man, that's a fool with it, man. And yeah, man, that's not the first time I heard something about this, you know what I mean? And I think I did see a picture with like some dude hugging him from like the back or something, man. It was looking real suspect, man. But yeah, man, like I was saying, man, people already thought King was like suspect since he was little with the choker collars and all that, man. You know what I mean? You know, that ain't hip hop, man, for real, though. Yeah, man, I think they pinning a little too much on it, though, man. Nobody wouldn't care if King was suspect, man. We already thought King was suspect. You know what I mean? I know I did. I don't know about y'all, but I definitely did. Yeah, man, him with his baby mama, though, man, it just don't look like it's like some real kind of relationship there, man. It just looks staged or something, man. Who knows? Maybe T.I. staged that situation, man. Maybe he paid her. I ain't gonna lie, though, when King had the baby, though, it did make me fall back on him, man. Like, man, maybe he not fruity. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. You watching the Bang Bomber TV. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Until next time. All right.